guys, what's up? Today's video is going to be all about cleaning brushes. So I have with me here my two grooming kits, which as you can see are pretty disgusting right now. I mean, look at the state of that. That is absolutely atrocious. Yeah, they all need a really good clean. They all need de-hairing for a start. So I'm going to get all of the hair and debris out of them. And I'm actually going to be washing them today as well. So I will just show you guys how I go about doing that. Super easy, super simple. So the only things I'm going to be using today, I have a guest. My glamorous assistant, as always, has come to help. Hey Billy, you come to help me clean the brushes? Yeah? Are you going to be an obstruction? Yes, you are. Okay. So yeah, super easy. I'm only going to be using a couple of things today. So I've got some buckets of water. It's going to be one bucket for washing, one bucket for rinsing, and some shampoo. Just whatever shampoo you've got lying around is fine, or whatever soap you've got lying around will be fine as well. It's just anything to cut through the grease in the brushes. And I'm going to be drying my brushes just outside. I mean, it's not hot today, but it's warm enough that they will dry. So I am just going to be popping them on a towel just so they don't pick up any extra dirt, and just leaving them out to dry like that. I've got a couple here that are, as you can see, really gross. But these are going to look as good as new by the time I'm done with them. Okay, so let's jump straight into cleaning these brushes. Started. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is removing all of the hair and stuff like that from my brushes. Now I want to do that before I wash them, because once you get it wet, it's going to be that much harder to get it off, and plus you're going to make your water really dirty really fast. So fuzzy bits and as much of the dirt off as you can first. So a lot of this is going to come straight off. Billy, can you move your butt please? Come on. Go on. Oh. So I'm just going to clean the brushes first like you normally would. To get the dust out of them. You want to help, don't you, Billy? Okay, so hot water. Now these brushes are particularly disgusting, so I'm going to put a big old glug of shampoo in there. Okay, and what I'm going to do is, once I've knocked the majority of the dirt and dust off, I'm just going to go ahead and chuck these in and let them soak a little bit. So that can go in there. Okay. On to the next one. Ew. I have to admit, I am slightly ashamed of my grooming box right now, but at least you guys are going to get a really good idea of just how clean you can get your brushes when they go this far, because I kid you not, they are going to look like brand new when I'm done with them, and it's so simple and so easy. So one of my favourite tricks is to actually use a comb if you've got stuff. I mean, look at how easy that comes out. So if you've got stuff in here, look at that. Super easy. Now the reason this particular brush is so filthy, that is actually bits of mud in there, and that is because we use this brush on their feathers, and obviously over winter when it's damp their feathers pick up mud and dirt, and so a lot of that's going to get deposited on the brush when you're brushing them. But as I said, this is going to be super easy to clean up. I'm going to go ahead and chuck that one in the water as well to get that soaking, because that's pretty well stuck on there. Same with this one, just use, see that, just mix all of the gum out, really easy. Using brushes to clean brushes. There we go, that one's not too bad now, that can go in the bucket. This one's not too bad. I mean, it's a bit hairy and fuzzy, but overall, not as bad as some of my other brushes. So again, I'm just going to scrape as much of the hair out as I can. Really? As much of the hair out as I can. You can kind of tell which brushes we use lots and which we don't, because some of them are actually quite clean and some of them are actually embarrassing right now. So, I'm going to let these soak in here for a little while, and I'm going to have a quick look through the rest of the stuff I've got in here, and see what state it's in. I mean, things like this, I mean, that's just going to want a wipe over and a polish. I mean, they don't really get dirty. Same with the sort of the rubber based combs, like the rubber curry combs, they're just going to want a quick wash. This one is actually made of wood and leather. The majority of my brushes are made from plastic or rubber, but anything that's made of wood or leather, if you've got any nice brushes or if you've got anything with natural bristles, you're going to want to be extra careful and make sure that you dry them really thoroughly once you've washed them. Now the plastic ones you can get away with doing what I'm doing today, just pop them outside on a blanket or somewhere clean and just let them air dry. But as it is cooler today, I don't think that's going to be sufficient for these. So what I would probably end up doing with my wooden brushes is I'm going to take them into the house and put them in the airing cupboard just to make sure that they're dry all the way through. Because I have found in the past that if you put them away with even a little bit of damp in them still, they will grow fur. They'll go mouldy. And I've had an occasion in the past where I've gone to get my lovely fancy wooden brushes out and they have literally been black and furry with mould. So, lesson learnt the hard way, make sure you dry your wooden or leather brushes really thoroughly. Am I the only one who just seems to accumulate a whole load of crap in my grooming trays? I mean, look at the state of it. I mean, there's dust, there's hair, there's treats. It really is very embarrassing. There's a cat on my blanket. So I am going to leave these all here to dry. I'll let my boxes dry out as well, and then I'm going to go ahead and get everything put back away. So everything is clean and dry and put back in their trays now. Doesn't that all look better? Look how much cleaner this one is. That was absolutely minging. All good now though. The only things that are still wet are these three. So they are going to come into the house with me, and I'm going to pop them in the airing cupboard so that they can dry out properly. This is absolutely soaking still. They take a really long time to dry, but that's fine. Everything else is good to go, so I'm going to get these put back away. And that is it for today.